for their host, Susan Litton Smith. Susan, how are you? And guess what? We're going to talk about some of the great big news coming from under the couch now, right?
Yes, yes. Hi, thanks for having me. I'm doing great. Thanks.
All right, so let's talk about it specifically. Now, there are teacher resources available for parents, teachers, and anyone who wants to have the ability to kind of uh, have more of an interaction with the book in so many ways,
Right,
right?
right. Yes, so I have the series of 12 books, and if you go on the website underthecouchbooks.com, we do have a teacher's resources site where we have lessons plans for every single book. And this is for teachers who are teaching at a school, or it could be for any at-home teaching as well, homeschooling. And so we have the lesson plans, and then we also provide the quiz and then the answer guide. So resources are available. And Neil, as you know, these books are perfect for teaching and talking about in the classroom because not only is there a lot of mystery that's going on, but I think that the kids in these classrooms, whether it's second grade, third, fourth, fifth, they can really relate to these characters and some of the struggles and some of the things that these kids are facing. So a lot of really meaty topics to discuss with with the class.
Absolutely. And I think that that's important because you're looking at each book has a theme to it. And it really tells a theme and story and a moral that helps, that can relate to the classroom and so many goals.
Yes, there's a lot of life lessons in there. Look, you don't want to be in your face with the life lessons for these kids. I mean, they discover the life lessons through these two characters, Spencer and Justin, going on these under the couch adventures and their interactions with the nanny. So there's a lot of themes in there that can really just take up weeks in a classroom talking about what's going on. So the way that we do the lesson plans is really walking through the 12 chapters. All 12 books have 12 chapters. It kind of starts off in the beginning and then at the very end just summarizes what happened on the adventure. So, the teachers or the educators can really go through and say, what's going on here? What do you think is going on in Spencer's mind when they face this? And what do you think Justin was thinking about? Or what would you have done differently? So, really giving them some skills to say, how would you have handled that? What do you think about how they did? But what I love is just the life lessons in there.
Those life lessons are so powerful because but again, it's entertaining too. So that's the thing that you bring to the table. I read all 12 books and I find it so entertaining and fascinating. And I wish I can find a new world under the couch, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, some of my favorite themes too are, things that I think we all deal with no matter our age. Things like self-love, right? Really embracing our differences or our challenges and turning those into our superpowers. There's a couple of books that address fear and not giving your power away to fear. One of my favorite quotes is, "What would I do? What could I achieve if I wasn't afraid?" So fear can paralyze. So it's really addressing that and teaching kids don't give your power away to fear. And that, the creatures, the very last one, I think does a really good job of really hammering that home. Or spiders, the book 3, where Spencer is so afraid of spiders, and honestly, who isn't? But really understanding the role spiders play and why they're here and they're part of the ecosystem. And we fear what we don't understand. So him understanding, he's like, I still don't like them, but having more of appreciation for spiders. There's a lot of themes about taking care of the earth. What are we doing on this planet? Whether it's, renewable energy or, the importance of trees and recycling and taking care of our water sources, etc. So again, really subtle themes throughout these books, but what I think are, really important life lessons that we can teach kids. One of the books, the one of the adults says, you can make such an impact. Think about it as throwing a little pebble into a really smooth lake and look at the ripple effects. So any person can make a really positive change. And what a great lesson to talk about in a classroom or at home with your kids.
Absolutely. And it's very simple. What can the teacher do right now? A teacher or a principal or a parent can do right now. Where do they go and how are they able to access the lesson plans and quizzes?
Yes, so the books are available on Amazon. You can also, collect through from the website, which is underthecouchbooks.com. But there is a educator site where you can get all these resources for free, and hopefully they really help, make it a really great experience. I think the kids will really enjoy reading these books, 1 through 12. It does kind of go in order, so you have a lot of content there and a lot of lessons. So there's lesson plans for all 12 books, quizzes already there with the answer guide. So it's all available on underthecouchbooks.com.
All right. Well, thanks again, Susan. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for
That
having me.
that was a